I'm just saying. I learned a new word a couple of days ago. Agnorant. Agnorant. An arrogant person that's ignorant. Agnorant. Agnorant are corporations, politicians, business leaders, anybody gaslighting you to believe that they're doing what's best for you when in fact they're doing what's best for them. Ignorant people think that people like me and you are ignorant, stupid, below intelligence. But they're ignorant, which also means they're ignorant. Because people like me and you are listening, watching, and reading everything they have said, everything they have not done, and everything they say they are doing, and we can see that they're not. Agnorant are the corporations that jumped on the flaming bandwagon when George Floyd life was squeezed out of his body while the world watched it over and over. And corporations thought, what an opportunity to tell and let people of color and black people and people disenfranchised that we're on their side. We don't like what we saw on TV either. So they all got together and pledged $50 billion to make things better, to help communities that were left behind, to train and educate policemen, to stop people having to march for the death of unarmed people of color, specifically black people. It sounded good. Things always sound good in the heat of the moment. But in the 2 years since George Floyd was murdered on live, and we saw it on live TV, only $42 million has actually went into communities, and a lot of that money to nonprofits or communities that say they're helping the people that are most affected. But the lion's share of that money, over $42 billion, that money was not money, that was pledges. And it was in the guise of loans and mortgages. Yes, the two biggest banks that ended up a big portion of this $42 billion also get to make money off the people they say they want and would help. Who do you think is going to go and take out the loans and mortgages? And who do you think the two biggest banks are? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you. Throughout the next couple of months, I'm going to tell you about those corporations and the corporations that are supporting and assisting legislative chambers across the country to suppress voting rights. Corporations that are supporting critical race theory. Corporations that are jumping on board laws to continue to oppress transgender, gay, our LGBTQ community brothers and sisters. Those same corporations, in the guise of doing good, are doing good for themselves. We're not ignorant. We're not stupid. We're listening and we're watching. And we're going to use our vote together. And we're going to start making better decisions about where we spend our money. Because I can guarantee you, there are businesses and corporations, yes, and politicians that are trying to do what's right for all of us. That's where you'll spend your money. That's who you vote for. Forget about party. This isn't a party. This is not a celebration until we're all on the dance floor. And right now, there's only the ignorant. So it's time for us to show up and show out. Start March 2022. That's just the appetizer. Come November 2022, it's the smorgasbord, the buffet, 5-star restaurant service. We're getting ready to show the arrogant, the ignorant, to the little children's table, while the rest of us sit where we should have been all the time. I'm just saying.